program he use of nature to stir up emotions and feelings was enjoyed of pre-war paintings and various verse. And Jackson, broken, twisted trees, trunks, are a symbol of the human cost of war and a reminder of the brutality of the First World War. In the post-war period, he continued exploring the theme nature. The CWM program distributed Valley post-war groups of 7 FH Valley also served with Jackson, a soldier and a poster overseas, while Arthur, Lumiere, and Frank participated in Canada. Not only did the program allow these artists to continue, it although brought them into contact with international artists. Jackson, in its part modern day homage to Jackson work with this project Remembrance Canvas after the battle in which the lone soldier stands among a forest and of trees were deployed realistic paddle of symbols tones. However, the Lumiere piece offers a color return Barefoot's program inspired Canadians to repeat it during the Second World War with a new program, the Canadian War Records. By 1945, over 1 million Canadians would wear the country's uniform and 42,000 would be killed, marking the task of documenting all aspects of experience with more challenging than during the First World War. In this new war, the country's Navy and Air Force were much larger and its army was spread out and activities in Canada more diverse. 31 artists would commission into the program. Their overseas record over 5,000 works and printing in the First World War observed this artist and Comfort wrote at the time. For the present, my service in Italy is a and under the circumstances I cannot be inflicted by all the face. Events of the duty sense of selfless everything that counts the cause of a free world. Artists serving in the Canadian Armed Forces, mostly at the rank of officer, and pay artists again having eliminate discreet and diary. Painting in cold weather presents several problems. On the average winter day, I find it impossible to work outside for more than an hour at a time, as after the hands are numb. A solution is to make quick drawings on the spot, paint large works in battle from fixed part artillery. Well, this concludes day 2 of remembrance. Walk up to a veteran and say thank you for them fighting for our freedom so we can be at peace. And may there be no more wars. And let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. This is the 11 days of remembrance to the Canadians who fought, and all the veterans around the world who fought in the First World War, and who fought on the different sides, thinking they were fighting for what they thought was right for. The World War I was a completely different war than World War II. The First World War, countries were fighting for their country, and both sides, the Triple Alliance and the Allies, were fighting against each other, and German Empire against Canada, Canada and British Empire versus German Empire, Russian Empire eventually pulled out, and yeah. Just go up and say thank you to a veteran. If you see one having a bad day, just buy a coffee and talk to them, and they may need a friend. And remember them. And I thank all the servicemen.